I got thrown out of the military, came home, lived with mom and dad, went to school to be a bartender, which was not a great job decision when you're an alcoholic. But my first job when I graduated from bartender school, because actually in New Jersey you had to go to school to be official bartender. I got a job managing, actually bartending a for a gentleman who was a police officer here in New Jersey, and he owned a bar. And my first job was New Year's Eve, 1980, 88, going to 89. And I got hired, and everything was going great. Now, think I'm 20 years old. I'm not even legally able to drink. I'm 20 years old. So, I was doing good, having fun. All of a sudden, people were buying me drinks. And I thought everything was going great until like 8 hours later when him and his buddies came to lock me up because I gave away like $3,000 worth of free drinks and robbed the place. I had like 5 grand in my pocket, and they were coming to lock me up because I'm looking at 5 years in prison, real prison, big boy prison, especially when you rob a police officer. Uh, so they were going to lock me up for 5 years, and I mentioned this in my book that he gave me a chance. He said, "I'm going to give you a chance because you're 20 years old. If you go to jail in New Jersey, you're going to be somebody's bitch." He said, "But you got to get my money back in 24 hours, and you got to go to 90 meetings of AA in 90 days, and you got to sign them." So I begged and I borrowed from my mom, my dad. I mean, my dad, not my mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle. They loaned me the money. I paid them back. I paid the gentleman back, and I also paid my aunt and uncle back and dad with interest, by the way. And I went to my first meeting, which was January 2nd, 1989. And I haven't had a drink or a drug since 1989. So I quit before I was even legally able to drink. So I quit at the age of 20. And I haven't had a drug or an alcohol or even a sip of alcohol of anything in 35 years.
Yeah, but you were already at it for almost a decade by then, right?
Yeah, about 9 years. Yeah.
And the most formative years for brain development. I, what that could have done and what a grip that must have had on you. It's that's a testament to your strength is to be able to quit and stick to it for so long. So congratulations. Uh,
I mean, I still have to, like, me and my wife, we've been dating since we were in high school. So even if I go out to dinner and I order a Diet Coke, she still has to taste everything that I put in my mouth. When she cooks at home, she can't use vanilla extract. I can't use certain scope. Like there's certain mouthwashes I can't use. There's certain oil and vinegars that I can't use. So I'm very cognizant of everything that goes into my body because I don't want to go back to day one. I don't want to start all over again. So I'm just very, I worry about everything that touches my lips.
so it's not so much a can't. It's more like a won't, like an orthodoxy. Uh, you absolutely cut out entirely every form of alcohol, even uh, the things that might be an ingredient in something else. So okay. Uh,
You know what it is because my mantra is I drink, I die. Next, there is, if I have one drink, I'm not coming back.